Tell me about the Meet the Miners event Amara is hosting for private investors on Monday the 1st of December.
So the event's going to start at 9:30 in the morning with the formalities kicking off at 10. There's going to be three interviews with the CEOs of gold mining companies and then followed by informal networking events. So it should finish up about 1 p.m. and it's being hosted at the offices of K&L Gates, which is at One New Change, about 2 minutes walk from Bank Tube Station.
What inspired Amara to host an event like this?
We realised that institutional investors get many opportunities to meet with management teams, either at roadshows or conferences, whereas it's often more difficult for private investors to get that same opportunity. So we decided that we'd try and even out the playing fields a bit by hosting this informal conference for private investors. So they'll get to watch the management teams tell the stories, and then they can ask them questions on a one-on-one basis afterwards, just as institutional investors get to do all the time.
Now, this is the second Meet the Miners event. How was the first one received?
It was a big success. We were very happy. Over 50 people attended back in February when we hosted the first event, and we're hoping to at least equal that number this time, if not better it. The good thing about having hosted an event before is that we know what works with the format and we know what things we'd like to change. Last time, each CEO presented, and although that worked well, it was very similar to the formats of other conferences. So we decided that this time we'd go for a fireside chat format, where the CEO will be grilled by a market commentator for 20 minutes, then there'll be audience Q&A, as we thought that might help private investors to get more of an insight into each company, rather than just seeing the usual presentations.
Tell me more about the other companies participating in this event alongside Amara.
So there are 2 other companies. One is Boreas Mining. They're also a West African gold mining company, and they're focused on Liberia. At the moment, they're about 60% of the way through their build of the new Liberty project, and that's an amazing feat considering the Ebola situation in Liberia at the moment. So I'll be really fascinated to hear what David Redding has to say, especially as they're only 1/4 away from their first gold pour. The other company is pretty different. It's Moana Africa. Their gold mine, Frida Rebecca, is in Zimbabwe, which is obviously a completely different region from West Africa. And they've got other exploration assets in the DRC, Angola and Botswana, so they should have a really different perspective. I think it should be a really good range of companies.
Who is hosting the event?
Tim Dudley's hosting the event. At the moment, he's working for Tembo Capital, which is an African specialist mining fund, but previously he's been a sell-side analyst and has been the head of the mining team at Canaccord Genuity. He's also worked for Colin Stewart and Arbuthnot, and prior to that he was a mining engineer with Anglo American, so he should be a really well-informed host.
John McGloin, Amara's CEO and chairman, is meeting with investors in North America this week. Will he be back for the event?
Yes, he will. John will be back later this afternoon. He's currently in Toronto meeting with investors, and he's been in Boston, New York and San Francisco earlier this week. So we've been definitely keeping him busy, but as I say, he'll be back in time for Monday.
If someone wants to attend the event, what do they have to do?
We do need people to RSVP if they want to come to the event, because there is a limited number of spaces. And there's also going to be quite a lot of catering, providing mince pies and wine afterwards, and bacon butties beforehand. So we just need an idea of numbers. The person you need to RSVP to is Emma Coulshaw, and her email address is emma.coulshaw@amaramining.com. But all the details, including the invitation, are on the Amara Mining website.